This is a day of grace. I'm grateful to be alive. Wow, another day on this precious earth. What kind of mischief can I get in? What adventure can I go on today? I hope it's raining. I want to jump in the water puddle. I want to create sandcastles and watch them disappear. A surfer would say, I hope there are good waves today. And furthermore, I hope it's not crowded. A snowboarder might say, wow, it snowed last night. We are all grateful in our own ways. Life gives each one of us precious opportunities. The shower of grace is raining all over us. I hope that curiosity about life is still with you as you get older. Curiosity in life will keep you young at heart. Don't get stiff as a board with your outlook on life. Be flexible. Be like the wind. Flow in all directions. Don't become a stagnant pond. Be like a river flowing downstream. If you tap into grace, you always will see the beauty in life. You will always see life as an adventure. You will never truly know what will happen to you in this life. You may have predictions, but life always will surprise you. Life is not boring. Life is constantly in change. Our life at times may seem boring. We just have a boring mind. You can change that. Boredom is a state of mind. A person who is born hasn't begun to find fuel inside. But when it begins to tap into the source of life, you can never get bored. Inside of you is true excitement. Inside of you lies the vast universe. Inside of you lies the kingdom of heaven. How come boredom exists? Your mind is bored because it's tired of the same old thing. I have to get up either to go to school, work, or take care of the household. When I'm on vacation, I spend time by the pool with a cocktail in my hand. Did you know you can get bored in paradise? You can even get bored in heaven. Boredom is a state of mind. Boredom and grace don't mix with one another. It's like darkness and light. Darkness is the absence of light. Turn on the light switch and darkness disappears. It's as simple as that. Turn on grace in your life and boredom will disappear. How about that? You can change your own destiny. Only you can make yourself happy. Is the glass half empty or half full? Your attitude towards life drives the quality of your life. Did you know that? Nobody can truly make you sad except for yourself. They may provide circumstances to you to get sad or angry, yet only you can accept the gift. If someone who's making you angry, you don't accept it. It's not yours, it's theirs. You don't need more trash in your house. You are trying to get rid of yours. Ponder over this. Does this make sense? Maybe there is a different point of view. Maybe you can change this broken record where people either make you happy or sad. You can learn how not to get into and accept the negativity of others. You can learn how. Discover the grace inside of you. Your life will change forever. I feel so much love. The universe is saturated with love. Every speck is filled with the love of God. Your DNA is love manifest. You are a blueprint of God. You are created by God. You are an image of God. God does not have a human form, yet you were created in His image. God does not have a gender. The image of God can't be seen externally. It only lies within. That's why all the great masters have said, to find the precious jewel within. There you will discover your true nature. Surfers ride the ocean waves. Mystic rides the waves of love. Both of them get incredible rides. I'm both a surfer and a mystic. I'm having a ride of my life. Love truly is the essence of life. We're all looking for it. The world desperately needs it. We have been fighting for so long. We spent 16 years in Afghanistan, and we will never win that war. War is obsolete. Love is truly the answer. When humanity will truly embrace and discover love within, the world will be at peace. Love is practical. It serves a purpose. War is not practical. Not unless you think to bring young boys back in a box. I'm all for being a patriot to your country, yet this war machine has got to stop. War is the absence of love. War only divides man. Love unites. Even when the entire world discovers its true nature, there will be conflicts. Yet, these will be peaceful conflicts. They will be solved by compromise. Swords will never be drawn. The politicians will be skilled with words. They will know how to communicate from deep within. They won't be like some today who speaks what comes to their mind. Big difference. Love will show the way. I feel so much love. The universe is keeping me alive. Ponder this hope. You are a piece of this puzzle. If death approaches you, what do? Now, good old Bugs Bunny might say, don't take life so seriously. You will never get out of it alive. It's not a question of if, but when. We roll the dice in our life. I remember being young and riding a razor's edge when surfing a huge wave. If you fell, you were in for your worst nightmare. Imagine being held underwater for what seems to be an eternity. At times, you may be held down for 2 ways. At that time, you really are aware of how precious your breath is. You mustn't panic. You must let go and totally relax. I think that surfing and meditation teaches one about death. All surfers at one time or another Get into a circumstance bordering between life and death. It can go either way. Yet the surfer keeps on surfing. Not all. In the 60s, a famous surfer named Greg Knoll took off in a way that nobody should ever take off on. He was the wave of the century. He didn't make the wave, but he made the drop. He got him obliterated. Greg made it to shore and gave up surfing. I probably would have too. He escaped the lion's den. Surfing brings one to the borderline of life and death. If you're not a surfer, it's hard to describe. Your awareness changes over time. Meditation is just like surfing, only you catch the wave inside. Meditation brings one to the same state of being borderline between life and death. Life and death are only one breath away. Life and death are intertwined. Ask a surfer and a meditator. They will tell you they're almost one and the same. In reality, we never die. The body does. Yet our soul is eternal and timeless. You are the universe. Death unites you back to your true state. This is your true nature. A surfer rides the wave and feels the harmony of the universe. He can't truly express it, yet he goes on surfing forever. I have been meditating for many moons. Surfing and meditating are both ways to truly capture the wave of life. Your respect for life is enhanced. When you are brought to a life and death situation, your perspective changes. Somehow, you see how precious life is. Maybe that's what it's all about. Gratitude of being alive fuses into your being. Wow, I'm alive. Life is so beautiful. Look at the sun, moon, and stars. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Man has been looking at the stars for eternity. Nature is blooming all around us. A flower blooms whether we see it or not. Its nature is to bloom, and the petals eventually go back to the ground. Look at the diversity of life. Life on earth holds a myriad of incredible creations. Each one is different and unique, all created by a creative force. We need to see the miracles of life on this planet. At times we get so caught up into our 9-to-5 existence. We wear tinted glasses so we don't truly see the beauty in front of us. I love watching geese fly in the sky. Where I live, so many people consider geese a hassle. they don't marvel on the many different formations they have in the sky. I love the sounds they make honking in the sky. Their sounds are so sweet compared to the honking in a traffic jam. No sounds of anger or frustration. They honk with pure delight. When I was young, I was a surfer. I loved the early mornings watching the sunrise while I was catching a wave. The colors were out of this world. I would always stop for a moment and witness the beauty of life. God was painting colors into the sky. Beauty is all around us. Even in the midst of a bored neighborhood, flowers grow in the cracks of a broken lot. This world would totally change if we had gratitude towards life. Imagine in each and every moment we experience the source of life. Our entire system of placing values would change. Money would be the total object we spend so much time acquiring. We would walk around in a state of gratitude. We would see the beauty in life. You could truly see that your enemies are in fact your friends. Now that would change this world. When you truly see the beauty in life, you become more kind. You become more loving and compassionate. You become more patient and tolerant. This is your true nature. As I said before, there is dust on your inner mirror. Just wipe off the dust, and over time, you will see your true nature. Life is so beautiful. Know while you are alive. There are so many different flavors in life. Look at all the different kinds of flowers. There are too many different kinds to count. Look at the stars in the sky. We hardly see anything. Recently, the Hubble telescope pointed towards the blank sky. They thought nothing would be there. To their amazement, billions of stars appeared. The pictures sent back were amazing. A part of the universe we never saw before appeared. When we thought there was no stars, billions appeared. This creation has so many flavors. I love to go to the Arboretum where I live. Each season has so many different shades of the color spectrum. During autumn, there are different shades of red and orange. You can sit on a bench overlooking a pond and get mesmerized by nature. Nature is the most incredible artist. In each and every moment, magic is in the air. The earth talks to us. We just need to listen. I spent many moons surfing. Each surf break has a different colors. The way the wave breaks, where you paddle out, where the riptides are. Each break has its own custom flavors. As a kid, I would get to the beach before dawn. I would paddle out and watch the sunrise over the land. The colors of the sunrise were different each time. God was painting incredible colors in the sky. The universe was in harmony. I personally think the universe was telling me something. Stop and enjoy life. Signpost of God is everywhere. Learn how to balance your life so you can see them. Explore your inner and outer worlds. Each world is united by the thread of love. This life is a mystery to be solved. The wise man learns to see the many different flavors of life. His life is never boring. Ponder this over. You can solve this mystery. Steve Hudson, rest in peace. Steve was a good childhood friend. He was a surfer and loved the ocean. We were in with a great group of friends. All of us loved the ocean. The ocean was a part of our life. I always remember Steve's smile. It lit up his face. Steve had a great sense of humor. His mind had a lot of wits. I only saw Steve 2 times since high school. We were both living in Hawaii. Steve lived on the Big Island, and I lived on Maui. We had a great time reconnecting. It seemed just like yesterday that we played in the ocean. Steve now has kids. The circle of life goes on. I will miss Steve, but I know that he is still alive. You see, the body dies, but the soul lives forever. The essence of Steve lives forever. Sure, I miss the physical. That's only natural. Yet death is like a butterfly flying into the night. Death is returning home. Everyone gets applauded on the other side. You see, we are eternal. That essence of Steve lives in our heart. Isn't that amazing that when a person dies, they merge with the universe? Their true essence never dies. To realize this, our perception of death changes. Sure, we will still have the pain, but it will be less. Can you imagine dying and become one with the universe? Wow. Every single one of us will return home someday. I won't miss Steve, yet a part of Steve exists inside of me. I can still see his smile. Steve, Rest in peace. It was an honor to know you. What is the ultimate feeling? Where does it reside? You may be a surfer and ride a 100-foot wave and survive. The surfer would say nothing can match that. A snowboarder might say, how about snowboarding down a virgin mountain with only you and your gang? A race car driver would say, how about driving a car at 220 miles per hour? Now that's a rush. A climber might say climbing Mount Everest without any oxygen. Each of these had an incredible feeling of being alive. Yet these feelings were sparked from the outside. We only think the ultimate feeling comes from outside of ourselves. No wonder we get hooked. We need something outside of ourselves to feel complete. Unfortunately today, there's a major opioid epidemic. Thousands of people are dying a month. They are trying to find the ultimate feeling and are dying in the process. How sad. The great masters of the past have said that the ultimate feeling exists inside of you. You are the universe. You just don't know it. How about that? The jewel of life exists inside of you. This jewel is meant to be discovered. You have free will. Nobody is trying to convince you. There's no organization to belong to. Nobody is trying to convert you. The truth needs no converting. The simple fact is that God lies inside of you. You can open the door within. Better yet, you can dissolve the walls within between you and God. Your true nature is eternal. You exist beyond time and space. It's funny, we think we are so limited, while in fact we are infinite. We hold the keys to the universe, yet we don't unlock the door. Now that's kind of sad. Are we so stubborn? Is our attitude, don't tell me what to do? Ponder this over. You can solve this riddle. The best is yet to come. This is one of my favorite mottos. The best is yet to come. On this journey of life, we learn to love each and every step. but life is ever so precious. Day by day, year after year, life carries us downstream. At times, we may feel we are swimming upstream with constant struggles, yet the stream is slowly taking us downstream. Many of my challenges in life is to let go. Don't worry about the future. Do your best and then let the rest take over. Many times I see that what you want, you don't need. What you need, you don't want. My current job came in a way out of left field. I had to wait for a synchronicity of events to occur. Granted, it took time, but the universe did arrange events to occur, so I got this job. I think personally, the more I understand the universe and myself, life seems to work in a more efficient way. Yes, the best is yet to come. When we begin to be conscious, we can see more visible the signpost of God everywhere. Recently, I heard a great phrase that I loved it. It said that God is biased in love. If you have love in your heart and direct it towards God, then God is biased towards you. You are using your free will, and God responds. There's something to that statement. It's like the winds are blowing behind you. They are gently blowing your ship back home. The amazing thing is that you are aware of it. That's another way. The best is yet to come. I'm reaching retirement age, but my outlook on life is young. I'm more aware of nature than ever before. When I was young, my parents took me to Yosemite. Truthfully, I didn't have a good time. I wanted to be on the ocean. A few days ago, I told this story to my daughter, and we both cracked up. Here I was visiting the most beautiful place on earth, and I was miserable. Why? My mind wanted to be somewhere else. I now live in Kansas, thousands of miles from the ocean. Yet the ocean of life exists inside of me. I'm surfing the wave of life. Thunder is over. The best is yet to come. The Island of Bali. This is dedicated to my brother John. My brother has a love affair with the people of Bali. He has been there numerous times. My brother is a surfer, yet he admits he has hardly surfed in Bali. My brother is captivated by the beauty of the environment and the people. People make the environment special. Imagine going surfing to a place where war is taking place. You would be scared. You wouldn't have a good time. Bali is a place where people are happy with life. People are content. Their society has changed ever so much since the 70s. Back then, it was a small and sleepy country. Today, high-rises are everywhere, yet the people remain the same. I see there is a volcano ready to erupt. I pray that people will get out of harm's way. The volcano is a ways for Mother Earth to let go of the pressure. It's like a man screaming at the top of his lungs for emotional release. Anyway, let's get back to Bali. My brother loves this country. You could say it's his second home. Now my brother loves to meditate. What a beautiful place to meditate in. He loves to write music. In fact, this song playing in the background is John's. We love the collaboration between us. There is a thread of love tying us together. We have been meditating combined for 92 years. Meditation is a hobby for us. We love it. We have been around the blocks many times when it comes to meditation. Hope you can feel the love of the music and words. Both of us are trying to tap into the source and bring the waters of life out. I have always wanted to go to Bali. In some ways, I have. The lyrics of the song. My brother John and I collaborate together to make these music sayings. I'm not sure what to call them. Around 17 years ago, I went to a poetry convention where a member of the Doors gave a poetry reading. It wasn't an ordinary reading. It combined music and poetry together. I never heard anything quite like that. I was mesmerized. A few years later, a friend sends me a CD of poems by Rumi. Each poem had a different famous person reading the poetry and music behind it. To make a long story short, my brother starts to create music almost out of nowhere. Now, at that time, we were in the early 60s, yet both of us learned that we had something special. No, you may not think so. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Yet, we have been meditating combined for 92 years. We've been around the block a few times. We love to meditate. Many people don't. From the beginning, we loved it. Meditation was our hobby. Both of us try to go deep inside and the creativity come out. It's kind of like surfing. One sits in the ocean and all of a sudden a wave comes in. You catch the wave and have the ride of your life. In the same way, you sit still and listen. The wave of life comes in and you ride it. Now, We are professionals, yet we are amateurs. An amateur loves what he is doing. We may break many rules when it comes to this, yet day by day we are learning. We love what we do. Our audience is small. We don't actively promote ourselves. We just feel to be compelled to do this. You see, we're beginning to see signposts of God everywhere. Our message is hope during these crazy times. We love humanity. Perils of being young. Yesterday, I talked to my mom. We had a conversation about the perils of being young. When you are young, I thought I knew all the answers. I thought I was really mature. In fact, I was sour grapes. I had no clue on life. I was a ship without a rudder. It takes time to develop the bottle of fine wine. A great transformation had to happen. I'm glad how I turned out. The journey in life is definitely not smooth. It's worth it. I spent most of my life trying to improve in all areas of my life. I lead my life where my actions allow me to sleep soundly. No wonder the president tweets in the early mornings, he can't sleep. When you are young, you have no benchmarks in life. Even when you're walking on this path, it's not obvious. Yet, signposts are everywhere. The older I get, the more I'm aware of the effect of my actions. I'm constantly fine-tuning the guitar of life. I understand the trigger points in my life and know what to do if they get triggered. The wise men in the past could simply smile and laugh in the face of adversity. I'm getting there, but not all the time. I guess that's why I love life. There's so many ways to improve yourself. There will never be a moment where you can clap your hands and say, I've learned everything. I've been a software engineer for many moons. Every day there's a new technology to learn. You can never rest on your laurels. It teaches myself that life is constantly an adventure and a mystery. It changes moment by moment. When you are young, we get lost in the moments. We really haven't figured anything out. Most of my friends we know have been taught by our teachers and elders. We have our friends, but probably ever have any serious discussions on life. Quite frankly, we're skimming the surface of life, and yet we think we know the depths of the ocean. Ponder this over. What would you say on the pearls of being young?